If you're the only one in your house who knows how to cook, especially for the holiday that's 1 week from today, here's a question for you. What do you have for breakfast on the day of Thanksgiving?
How about a breakfast scone buffet? Fresh baked scones will leave your family and your guests full and satisfied until the really big meal of the day. Liz Bouchon is here to show us how to make a statement, make it sassy, and make it yours.
Yeah.
Love your tagline.
Thank you. You make it yours by adding your own ingredients at the end. So we'll get started, and we've got 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, and then I'll take the lid off. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar.
Regular sugar.
Stick it in there.
Got it.
And a tablespoon of baking powder. A tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon. And a teaspoon of salt.
Okay, and that was both in that little dish?
And then we're just going to put our food processor lid on and pulse it just a few seconds just to get that blended.
So it's like doing the sifting for us, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then what we're going to add is 3/4 cup of chopped or diced chilled butter.
Okay.
So we can take this.
Love Liz's fancy appliances.
Oh gosh, well I hope everybody has one. This is one of my favorite tools.
Okay, so we're just going to put them in a little at a time?
Yeah, but it won't do it until I put that in there. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stick them all in
Just
there.
right down the chute, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just stick it all in there, and then we'll blend it up, process it up.
And what are your other favorite tools?
Is the microplane. I know, everybody, this would be a good Christmas stocking stuffer.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
I think everybody would really I'd like to have another one actually, because I use it all the time for everything.
Do you want me to drop that hint to Doug?
Sure, he'd like that.
Your butter's in.
Okay, now we're just going to pulse it. Here, let's put that dude thing back in there.
Okay.
And until it gets kind of coarse and mealy.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have a food processor, you can put all that in a bowl and take 2 knives and, blend it up so it gets real crumbly.
Yeah.
But you want it to look like a coarse meal.
I love scones because they're fun to say and they just sound fancy. Instead of a biscuit, we're having scones this morning.
It's a glorified biscuit.
It is.
Yes. And they're sweeter, too. They have a lot of, well, you could tell I put, 3/4 cup of sugar in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a big bowl.
Oh, look at there.
I know.
That worked nice, didn't it?
And then we're going to get this out of the way. We're going to make a well in here, like this. Dig a well.
Okay.
And then put 2 eggs. Crack the whole egg. Put the whole eggs in there.
Okay.
No shells.
Morgan is actually the good egg cracker in town. I'm just saying.
Are you He's the good egg.
Look at this.
I know, isn't that
Skinless.
funny? Yeah. And Morgan was grating our orange zest. For zest, we're going to add that. Okay, then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream.
In our well.
And then a teaspoon of vanilla. And I think that's just about a teaspoon in there, so you can just dump the whole thing in there.
She makes it easy.
Yeah. And then we're going to take our fork, and we're going to whip that a little bit first. And
You've even got Ed Jones over here snipping. He never leaves the control room.
Okay, and so we're just going to stir this up, kind of gently. Do you want to do that?
So the process, the well basically allows you, instead of mixing it in a separate bowl, you just did it right in there and gave it a little.
Right. And the other thing is, with biscuits and this kind of dough, you don't want to beat it and do that because it's a tender, flaky dough. That's why it's got all that butter in it. So you want to continue to stir that.
Yep.
And if we need more cream, which we might, I'll just see what I can get out of there.
Okay.
Just a little bit more. Okay.
All right, we're about out of time, so you're going to continue to stir that, but leave it lumpy. A little lumpy, right?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll come together.
Yeah.
And then we'll add our cranberries, which I'll go ahead and do.
Okay.
And our orange zest. You want to go ahead and stick that in?
All of it?
Yes. And if you want to change out the recipe, you can add walnuts, you can add chocolate chips, you could do dried
we've
cherries.
got pecans coming out the wazoo over here.
Yes, that would
We've
be
got
good.
chocolate-covered pecans and dark chocolate.
Yay.
Little Forrest Gump for us all.
Okay.
All right, LizBouchon.com, and when we come back, we'll finish this up, plus tell you about our new book.
Can't wait.
Not bad, huh? Yeah, looks good.
I can't stop.
I know.
I know. I've had those nuts. They are good.
They are really good. I was thinking
really
the
good as
chocolate-covered pecans in there. You got your chocolate, you got your...
Delicious.
Okay, so where are we at here? You made the dough so pretty.
Yeah, I just grouped it together, made it into a ball.
We have to make note that they're working on the roof again, so that's what the pounding is. So
Santa's
try and
workshop
talk
up
over
there.
them.
Okay. Anyway, I divided the dough in half because I wanted to show you how to cut the scones 2 different ways.
Okay.
You can use a biscuit cutter and just cut it like a normal biscuit. And so
Okay.
this is about 1 inch thick.
Okay.
And the thicker it is, the taller it'll be.
Okay.
And what would really be good is if you had time after you cut these out to put them in the refrigerator and let them get cold. Look how pretty that is. And then you put it on a double-lined parchment sheet. But I went ahead and baked those, and so...
So you want them
get the idea.
cold?
You want them cold. That way they don't spread out so much.
Okay.
These kind of spread out. I should have put
So
them...
was that from that?
No, this is
Okay.
a separate dough.
Okay.
Separate dough. And then if you want to create those little pie wedgie things, then you make a 4-inch round disc.
Which that's kind of the traditional shape of a scone.
It is, then you make a 4-inch disc, and you cut it in half, and then you cut it in half again. That's pretty simple, I'd say.
Even
And-
I could do that.
Yeah. And then I kind of wedge it with my fingers. It's just kind of fun. I like it long and
Okay.
different things. But then you bake that. And you bake the big ones at 475 degrees.
Oh, wow. That's a hot oven.
It's a hot oven because it's bread. You do that.
Okay.
It gets crusty then. And then you bake that for 20 minutes. And the little biscuits about 10 minutes on the same temperature, 475.
Okay.
And then when they come out, you can use a glaze. Actually, let me show you this. I forgot to tell you
Okay.
this. You can take whipping cream and brush the tops of your scones with that.
Now, what will that do?
This creates a pretty little crust, like that brown crust, and then you
okay.
sprinkle sugar, granulated or coarse sugar on top of that, and bake it. It just keeps everything nice and crisp and pretty.
And
Okay.
then you were going to make this, but ran out of time.
Right.
And this is your cranberry
Yes,
jam?
this is cranberry orange jam, and I use the cranberry gel, the sauce, that comes in a can. Then when you open it up, it's gel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Looks
slice
like the
it.
can.
I actually
Right.
like that.
I like that too.
That's really good
That's the easy cranberry
No,
sauce.
it tastes good.
But you melt that in a saucepan along with the liquid pectin and some chopped oranges, like we did the pumpkin jam, and stir it up. You have to taste this. This is so
And
delicious.
that's how you made that?
That's how I made that. And
might be
here,
able to
try
do
that.
that.
And keep it in the refrigerator because it's like the pumpkin jam. You can't leave it out. Try that. What do you
Oh,
think?
that is
Isn't
yummy.
it good?
Yes.
So if you do a breakfast buffet, get some orange juice, and I even made a special orange drink. That's orange juice, ginger ale, and grated ginger,
Ooh, yummy.
and then put some cranberries
Aw,
in it.
Thanks, Morgan.
So you could have a bowl of fresh fruit, your scone buffet, mix up the dough, put different ingredients in the dough, and then have your juice.
Whatever
And
you
it's
want.
all about just adding those little simple touches that
that
step
makes
everything
it
up.
fun.
And that's what Liz is all about, is taking things and
Yeah.
just,
And you
Simple
could
things that
mix
make it
some
pretty.
really dry champagne with that.
too many nuts,
Yeah.
Morgan.
You could, yeah.
Or a little,
orange
you know what
crush.
else?
You could use orange crush in there. That would be really good instead of ginger ale.
Hey, what
Your
do you
scones
think?
are fantastic.
Get a can of that that jelly
Cranberry sauce?
stuff,
Yeah.
and mix half a jar of orange marmalade with it.
That would be delicious.
That'd work too, wouldn't
Yes, it would. You wouldn't have to
And
chop
it'd be easy.
You wouldn't have to chop the
Yes, I was
oranges.
thinking about the ease.
I love that idea.
And Liz,
Love
while we
it.
have you here, congratulations on your new project.
Thank you.
Love it. And it's a little expansion. Of course, the other book, Just Desserts.
Yes.
This one has some other ideas in it as well.
Yes, this is more about appetizers. I have a big section of appetizers.
And really
so-
fun, petite, cute
yeah,
foods.
cute and easy to do. It looks complicated but easy. And so I've got some great things coming up for Christmas that I'll share with everybody.
So you've got that at lizbouchon.com?
Uh-huh.
Get it in time for Christmas?
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Very nice. LizBouchon.com for more information and other videos on some of the things she has done in the past. Wonderful. Happy Thanksgiving to
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving
Yes.
to all of you too.
Very nice. Hey, we're going to take a trip over to our daytime doc's office when we come back.